The sun is a hammer. It beats upon the cracked earth, upon the stooped shoulders of the 20-3 who remain. There is no name for this place, only the shimmering heat and the taste of dust. They are the sky minus forest clan, but there is no forest here, and the sky is a merciless white eye. The old one, she whose face is a map of seasons long past, leads the way. Her gait is a slow, rhythmic shuffle, a conservation of energy that the younger ones have not yet learned it. Their own steps are frantic, a panicked flight from the thirst that gnaws at their bellies and cracks their lips. This is a migration born not of hope, but of necessity. The great trees, their ancient home, are skeletons now, victims of the creeping aridification that turned their world to dust. The memory of water is a powerful stone. Curry it, and it will give your bones strength. The old one points along, gnarled finger toward the horizon, where the teeth of distant mountains bite at the sky. There, her grunt is more gesture than sound. The Green Valley. It is a story, a myth passed down through grunts and signs, a fragment of hominid history kept alive around fires that no longer burn. A place of cool water and fat lizards. A place to live. For the young, it is a dream. For the old one, it is a fading memory from her own youth. A gamble against extinction. These are our distant human ancestors, being caught between two worlds, driven by the same engine of survival that will one day shape a planet. Their lives, played out 3 million years ago, are a testament to the brutal realities of prehistoric life. They carry nothing but sharpened sticks and the heavy weight of their own children clinging to their backs. Every rock formation, every withered husk of a bush, is a potential ambush point. Small, feathered dinosaurs, no bigger than turkeys, scatter from their path, their chirps sharp and panicked. The clan ignores them. They are not the danger here. The real danger is the silence. As dusk begins to bleed purple and orange across the wasteland, a strange stillness settles. The chittering insects fall silent. The wind, which has been a constant, abrasive companion, dies completely. One of the males, his chest broad and powerful, stops. He sniffs the air. His brow furrowed, he gestures to the sound ahead. There is a faint, almost imperceptible tremor running through it, a vibration without a source. The old one sees it too. She raises a hand, and the entire clan freezes, at a blow of dusty, furred statues. They have crossed vast plains before, felt the earth shake from the footfalls of titans. But this is different. This is a subtle wrongness. It is not the thud of weight from above, but a whisper of movement from below. The sound shifts, not with the wind, but with purpose. The whisper becomes a rumble, a growling echo beneath their feet. The ground erupts, not a crack, not a fissure, but a violet blossoming of sand and rock, launching skyward. From the churning maw emerges a nightmare of scale and tooth, a Spinosaurus. But this is no river hunter. Its massive body, usually sleek for water, is crusted with sand. Its iconic sailor tattered, sun-minus bleached banner. Its snout, typically a crocodile's maw, is wider, flatter. Its teeth stained not with river weed, but with the grit of the desert. This is a creature adapted, evolved, a terrifying testament to life's million years ago relentless will to persist even in the most hostile of environments. It lunges, not with the wet speed of a swamped leviathan, but with an earth-minus shattering surge. A high-minus pitched scream, abrupt and cut short, rips through the air as one of the younger females, burdened with a clinging infant, is snatched. The sand-minus dwelling Spinosaurus swallows her whole, a final gulp silencing her cries as easily as it might crush a desert tortoise. Panic erupts. The clan scatters, a burst of primal terror driving them in every direction. The old one, however, screams a guttural command, pointing us away, back towards a cluster of low, jagged rock formations jutting from the sand, their surfaces worn smooth by eons of wind. This is an apex predator, a master of its domain, and its domain is this shifting, treacherous desert floor. The Spinosaurus turns, its vast head swiveling, its eyes black pits of ancient hunger. It answers their fear, relishes their disarray. It moves with a terrifying, serpentine grace, its tail whipping through the sand, kicking up blinding clouds of dust that become a new weapon, obscuring vision and disorienting its prey. This is not just a hunter, it is a force of nature, a living embodiment of the prehistoric world's merciless logic. The males, driven by a desperate, ingrained instinct to protect, attempt a futile diversion. They brandish their sharpened sticks. Their grunts a defiant challenge against a creature whose very breath could fell them. The Spinosaurus ignores them. Its massive weight shifts, and the sand around it seems to liquefy, drawing it down, only to surge forward with impossible speed beneath the surface. It is hunting them from below, an invisible terror, a rippling death. The ground beneath their feet is no longer solid. It is a trap. One of the males, brave but foolish, finds himself floundering, sinking, his legs caught in the quicksand minus-like grip. The Spinosaurus explodes upward, its colossal jaws closing around him, bone-crunching with a sickening finality. This is the truth about dinosaurs, a brutal lesson etched in blood and sand. There is no mercy, only hunger. The clan watches, paralyzed by fear, as the beast disappears once more into the shifting dunes, leaving only a lingering tremor and the echo of lost lives. This is a profound emotional turning point. The desert itself has become an enemy, and the Spinosaurus its merciless, unseen king. The beast is gone, but the fear remains, a residue caked onto their souls like the dust on their fur. They are marooned on an island of stone in a sea of sand, huddled together, their panicked breathing the only sound in the suffocating silence. The old one stands at the edge of the rock, her gaze sweeping not toward the horizon of hope, but down at the two worlds before her, the unforgiving, solid stone beneath her feet, on the rippling, murderous sand that stretches to infinity. Her mind, a vessel of experience honed by 1,000 near-minus deaths, works through the puzzle. The creature is immense, a titan of flesh and bone, yet it moves through the sand like a fish through water. It does not run upon it, it swims within it. An intelligence point ignites in her ancient eyes. Stone has no current. It cannot be parted. The monster is bound to the sand, as they were once bound to the trees. She turns, her movements stiff but deliberate. She grunts, a sharp, commanding sound that cuts through the whimpering. She points to the rock beneath them, stamping a foot for emphasis. Solid, safe. Then, she points a trembling finger across a chasm of sand to another, larger outcrop of dull, layered rock, a visible spine of the Earth's ancient geological strata. Her meaning is clear, a desperate strategy transmitted through pure gesture. They will not walk through the valley of death. They will climb over it. A few of the younger males shake their heads, chittering in protest. The gaps are wide, the drops sheer. A fall means a broken neck or, worse, being crippled and left for the sand-minus swimmer. The old one simply stares back, her expression unchanging. It is the illusion of choice. Stay here and die of thirst. Run on the sand and be eaten, or climb and risk a fall. This is the brutal calculus of survival skills in a world that offers no easy answers. Their decision made by the silent tyranny of necessity. The exodus begins. They move like a line of ants across a giant's causeway. Their prehensile feet and long arms, legacies of a life in the trees, now their only salvation. They are natural climbers, this species of hominid. Each handhold is tested, each leap measured. Below, the great beast is aware. The sail of the Spinosaurus cuts through the sand, a periscope of death circling their stony path. It waits for a mistake. The tension is unbearable. A child whimpers and is quickly silenced by its mother's hand. The journey stretches for hours that feel like lifetimes. Then, a sharp cry. A young male, his grip failing on a crumbling ledge, dangles by one arm. For a heartbeat, the clown freezes. Another tries to reach for him, but it's too late. The sand below begins to churn. The dangling male looks down at the erupting vortex, then at the terrified faces of his clan. In a final, desperate act of altruism, he lets go, his silent fall buying the others precious seconds to scramble to the safety of the next rock. They do not look back. They cannot. Finally, as the sun begins its descent once more, they make the last leap, landing not on barren stone, but on the hard, packed earth of the foothills. A scent reaches them: damp soil, wet leaves, life. They have crossed the anvil. They have reached the shadow of the green valley. This was not a victory. There was no roar of triumph, no celebration for the fallen. There was only the exhausted stagger of survivors into the shade of the first craggy trees, the frantic gulping of muddy water from a stagnant pool. They are a fractured remnant, forever scarred by the sun and the sand. Yet, in their survival, something profound was forged: the decision to abandon the ground, to analyze a predator's weakness and plot a course based on logic rather than instinct, was more than just a clever tactic. It was a whisper of the future. It was the birth of strategy. Across the great canvas of human evolution, this single, desperate traverse of stone represents a pivotal step. For every creature that relied on brute strength, speed, root armor, they small. The hominids used the one weapon that could defy the thunderous reign of dinosaurs. The calculating mind. How many other clans, countless sparks of emerging consciousness, were extinguished on similar journeys, their stories lost to time and predation? We will never know. Their silent sacrifices are the forgotten foundation upon which we stand. Our intelligence is not a divine gift. It is a weapon hammered into shape on the anvil of fear, paid for with the blood of ancestors who looked at an impossible beast and chose not to run, but to think. This is the chronicle of our violent dawn. And in the deepest ice of the north, a new hunter learns that the warmth of a fire can be seen from a very, very long way away.